time is weird. How can yesterday feel so long ago, but years feel like grief that greets me each morning? What a strange paradox it is, constantly being stuck between the cause and effect of my actions, teetering on the thin line of remembering and experiencing what life has to offer. I talked to Alan for a few hours last night. I've missed his calls the last couple of times and he was concerned. I assured him I'm fine and have just been busy. Fine in the sense that I haven't relapsed, but in every other way, not so much. We talked about William and what's going on with him. Traveling back and forth to Canada makes it even harder to keep track of time. I rarely know what day it is anymore. Each trip I find it harder to come up with reasons not to stay. William encourages me to return, says I have a life here. The runner in me begs to disagree. Truth is, I don't know how much I'd actually be missed. Which brings me back to the subject of time. It stops for no one. It keeps moving. The earth keeps turning, and when you leave, your absence is quickly replaced with the next person of interest. Or maybe this is the lie I tell myself to feel better about all of the times I have left someone behind. Maybe their world did stop for a short while, and I was the one to blame for the pain that caused. So what do you do when you're tired of running, but staying is equally as exhausting? Despite the circumstances, I enjoy staying with William. We have grown incredibly close in the last month. He's an amazing person, and the thought of no longer having him around causes a familiar ache in my chest. Life is less shitty when he's around. I don't have to fake it quite as much with him. It's okay to not be okay. He doesn't try to fix it, doesn't try to stop it. He just accepts it for what it is and sits with me in it. Instead of distance, he gives me love. Something I've never been good at asking for. When I returned earlier this week, the dam of my sadness was lifted and the burdens of my heart came flooding out into the safety of his arms. He held me as I cried in the hospital elevator while my facade fell apart, kept his emotions inside as he cared for mine. Though I was thankful for his kindness, it felt undeserved. I went there to help hold him together, not the other way around. But that's the beauty of his love and friendship. It's a nice balance of give and take, the way that I think it should be, but so often is not. He's truly treasured, and I hope he remembers that on the dark days ahead. He makes me appreciate the things I have, the people in my life that I love. Reminds me that even on the worst days, there's still something good in this world. We sat quietly by the waterfront for a bit, while I let my hidden emotions run their course. Before we left, he told me that I needed to focus on myself. Focus on loving those who love me, who care for me, who make me as much of a priority as I make them. Because I'm worth it. I deserve to be loved.